Hello and welcome to the arcade event Road of the Brave. It's quite a unique event which is fun but also has some limitations. Nevertheless, I want to talk about it as I just not have good footage but also some thoughts on it. What is this event? Well, it takes place on the ground forces map Mostark and there are reserve tanks on one team versus mostly reserve planes on the other team. The goal for the tank team is to defend the middle road from getting captured by the planes via landing. The planes must cap the road 5 times to win before their tickets run down after a while. So what are the limitations? Well, first of all, you have practically unlimited respawns for both planes and tanks, which is good on the one side, but also makes kills not so important after all. But you are limited to a certain lineup of tanks or planes. Then, with the exception of the M22 Locust, all other tanks are limited to solid shots, including APHE shells and their light machine guns. However, there are implementations I don't understand. First of all, the allowed tanks have some of them have horrible turret rotation speed, such as the Panzer 3B. Also, no HE shells for all tanks except the M22, as they were removed from reserve tanks a few patches ago. Why? Well, Gaijin said that a lot of new players were confused by the rather useless low caliber HE shells as choice for main gun ammo. Don't laugh, I've heard stories, not just from War Thunder tankers, but that made me think, I can explain in depth everything I know about a tank and can literally talk hours upon hours about it. But if nobody knows about, that there are YouTube videos out there from a lot of different people, a lot of different YouTubers that will explain you the stuff you have to know. You know, what can you expect from such people? They just download the game and go into it. Now, then second, some of the planes are useless in my opinion, such as all the British, Japanese, and actually most of the German planes. Their light machine guns are just not sufficient to do any reasonable damage. They are practically just good for landing or being gun food. The Russians get with the Lag 38 the only plane with a 20mm cannon, and also it does have an additional 12.7mm heavy machine gun. Uh, and also with the PO2, the only aircraft with usable bombs. Just forget about the 10 kg bombs in practice. Yes, I saw a certain sellout killing a tank with them as well, but it didn't pay off until now, did it? If you don't get a joke, never mind. Third, I would have liked to see this event uh, for certain different BR ranges with better aircraft and also better tanks. Maybe even some AAA tanks. Um, Also, what about more players in the team? Just as a variety. Just to find out uh, what to implement. What is worth being implemented after a while. So it's just one test. And I don't know if it's actually a test or just a simple implementation. Well, after all, again, it's fun, and as you can see me here killing a lot of planes in the M22 Locust, uh, it's fun, but there is nothing to gain for me really. What am I playing it for? There is no huge reward for me, and also the fun. It, there were certain things, especially with the M22 Locust. Like here, I accelerate, but it feels like I'm driving through extremely thick mud, you know, and then I accelerate again on the street, and so on and so on. Throughout the entirety of the gameplay, it felt like that sometimes the tank just lost power, you know, it just lost power and didn't accelerate at all. That's why I often, you know, stop at all to get the best perfect or best possible shot off. Now, to this point, this was my best. This was my best game, and the only kills that I achieved against tanks were with the PO2. Now, of course, also the Americans get certain aircraft with 50 cals, in particular the P-36G, which does have, you know, 250 cals and 4 7.62s. And while I did a lot of damage, I never managed to kill a tank with it. And as I just mentioned before, when you kill a tank, he just can't respawn. And also tanks can block the road. They just can sit on the road, and you have no real chance to land, as when you ram a tank with a plane, you get destroyed. Which is quite realistic, but you know, gameplay wise, it's a bit unfortunate. But the one thing that surprised me a lot was the actual teamwork within the tank groups. Yes, teamwork in random battles, in a multiplayer, in a massive multiplayer online game. What sorcery is this? Well, I have to say, I don't know if it was actual gameplay or teamwork, or just, you know, every single player looking for his very best opportunity to get the best perfect position of. Now, as you can see, I'm not doing teamwork here, I'm just farming kills and getting killed. The thing I wanted to talk about is, or that I wanted to mention, when you look at the road, then when I played aircraft, I often saw that people were, you know, two of the tankers were going to the left side of the road and two were going to the right side of the road, and they actually tried to get into best perfect shooting position. And this kind of behavior surprised me when I was in the plane. I underestimated the effect of it and got killed numerous times. But I played it just for the lols, you know, and yeah, it was quite fun. I'm just waiting for a decent mode where they implement certain AAA tanks and you know, the low tier ones. Maybe tier 1, maybe tier 2, you know, and because I think a lot of the tier 3 AAAs are so strong that you can't get a decent balance of, or then you make the planes overpowered. And I have to admit, overall, it feels balanced. It really feels balanced, because the tanks used are not, you know, having too much machine gun firepower overall. And yeah, I think that's it. For those who didn't have the opportunity to play this event, now you know what I was talking about. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like and let me know in the comment section what you think, what you would like to see to be improved. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you next time.